4th of April, 2016. So you know what that means. Later on today I'll be posting my workout, like updates or whatever. Yeah, I'll be posting that later on. Have to make like a little video for that. I'm working on my guns. Nah, okay, let's not be corny. You know what I'm saying? It's the 4th of April, like I said, 2016. It is, what is it, Monday? Yeah, it is. It is. So in history, we're learning about civil rights. Now, the first thing that struck me is, how the hell is a white man gonna teach me about fucking civil rights? Really? Now, I know it's within the criteria, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, okay, back up. I didn't do those air quotes right. Criteria, there we go. Let's do it right. Criteria, I know it's within the criteria. It's within the packet or whatever, the emails that are sent to them that they have to teach. I understand that. But still, how the hell is a white man gonna teach me about, me as a black person, my history? That just doesn't make any sense to me. How the hell are you going to do that? Yet alone, how do you have grants to do that? It's like, you don't even come close to knowing anything about that history. Now, of course, whites were around, of course, during that time, and, of course, they were the ones inflicting most of the shit on us. That's another part I'm going to talk about. But it's like, for you to try to tell about civil rights of a black person and, the overcomings and struggles of a black person, look, it's like, unless you're actually in that situation, or you can, that's your history, that's your culture, that's the specific food you eat, it's like, I feel it doesn't make sense to speak on it. Like, any fool, you're right, any fool can just sit down, read a history book, and again, you have to ask yourself, okay, well, what group of people wrote this history book? Remember, whoever wins history, whoever wins the war writes history. Really. So I'm gonna tell you. And of course, you have to think about who's really in charge. Whoever is in charge, they get to write. They get to twist the story and make the story however they want to. You have to keep that in mind. So just remember that when you're reading your little fancy history books. You have to remember, okay, what view is this being told in? Is everything really in here? Are they mentioning all the dates? Are they mentioning all the events that happened in whatever you're studying? So just keep that in mind, really. Ask yourself, who are the people in charge? Because whoever's in charge, they get to make it, how they want to make it. So just keep that in mind, really. Now, of course there's always the argument, well, you're a black kid, but you're in the, 21st century or whatever? I know. Oh, hang on. Well, nah, shit, I ain't gonna stop recording. I'm gonna walk past, a group of people, so it's gonna get, kind of loud. But really, I know it's like the 1900s. What's up? I know it's not like the 1900s, 1800s. I know that. I know that I am not in a segregated school. I know that. I know it's not like way back then. I know. Sorry, I'm looking at this thing right here. Sorry, my battery's getting low. I understand that I only come from, where I am right now. So someone could say, okay, well, then how can you even be upset about something that happened way back then that you, again, weren't even a part of? But see, no, it's different. At least I'm a black person, you understand? It's like, it just pisses me off. How can you as a white person try to tell me something about a black person? Something happened to a black person? You don't get that. You don't get that privilege of me. Shut up. If you're going to talk about something that happened to a black person, then you better be black. That's just my thing. Especially when you're talking about history and things that happen in history when it comes to black people. Don't talk about it. Don't sit there and stand there, whatever, in front of me with your white ass teaching me about black shit. Don't do it. Because if we want to, just retrace our footsteps, or go, within the history that white fuck is standing there teaching about, okay, so fine. Let's go back 60 whatever years, 70, 80, shit. I wouldn't be allowed to be in that classroom, probably, with those other white kids. I wouldn't be allowed to be taught by that white teacher, you know what I'm saying? And even so, I'm pretty sure, again, because the guy's white. Really, like, they try to sit there and have us, really imagine how hard it was a long time ago for that. Okay, so in my mind, I'm imagining, I'm like, okay, so go back, and then I look in front of me, open my eyes, but yet there's the white person in front of me. The same white person who, the said to be white person who was doing this shit to me as a black person. You understand? But it does make sense. It doesn't sit well with me. Like I said, it's the first number one reason, how the hell is a white person going to teach me about civil rights? You know what I'm saying? It is you and your people who caused and inflicted all of the shit that happened to black people. So it's like, and then again, well, that's really like the second point. That's more like the second point. But the first point is really like, you can't even speak on it. You can't even speak on it. It's like an American who's never had, real Japanese food or whatever, like Japanese. I'm not just saying the standard like sushi rolls. No, I'm not talking about that. There's plenty more variations of Japanese and Korean, whatever, Vietnamese food types, food groups, whatever. Food types. You can't speak on it. You can't speak on it. Number one, if you've never had it at all. And especially you cannot speak on it if you've only had the Americanized version of, Japanese food. I mean, it's kind of like how I've heard like some Hispanics or whatever complain that, American, advertisement and, American versions of Hispanic food is. Now it's kind of like insulting. It's like, you're making what you want to. I mean, just pardon me, but it doesn't sit well with me. You know what I'm saying? You're the same person who was inflicting shit on me anyway. But yet right now, you are standing in front of me, telling me about such hardships my people had to endure. Ergo, you're the one who inflicted this shit on me. Why the hell are you in my face telling me about it? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't sit well with me. And like I said, the first thing that really gets me is like, okay, how the hell are you supposed to speak on this when you're not a black person? You're a white person. No, you can't. You can't, okay? You just can't. It's almost like someone who is Hispanic by blood, but it's like you were raised in North America. You're raised here in this American, culture and influences and shit. You can't speak on Mexico or anything about Hispanic culture, Spain, because you've never experienced it. Not the way someone who has been indigenous to that land can speak on it. You can't say shit because you don't know. You only have the Americanized version of what it means to be like a Hispanic guy or a Hispanic woman, but you'll never fucking know. You'll never really know how it is in that country. It doesn't sit well with me. But that's the number one thing I thought. How the hell, like when I saw civil rights, I'm like, how the hell is this white fuck supposed to be teaching me about this shit? What the hell does this white guy know? Really? What the hell can you tell me about this shit? Who the fuck are you to know anything about it? And of course, remember, they teach us specific things. So they have to say certain things and not say certain things as well. They're taught to teach us specific things within that event or circumstance, whatever it is that they're teaching us about. I did that lame air quote, teaching. Really? It doesn't sit well with me. So yeah, I'm really offended. And of course, the teacher, the white fuck, was just giving pictures of when people were doing sit-ins, and when they were having drinks poured on them and things thrown at them, and then being handled and pushed around by again a bunch of other white fucks. So it's like, how am I supposed to just sit here and be able to stomach this, knowing that it is exactly you who did this to me? I get it, we're in a different time period. I get it, the dude hasn't actually touched me, but see, it does, it hits me. And it's this kind of shit that's you're not expected to speak on, because oh boo, stop being a baby, you can't complain, stop whining about it, it's like people just expect us to just fucking let it go, and it's cool, it's alright. I'm not gonna fucking let it go. I'm not. And I can't look at these white fucks and pretend like everything is just cool. I can just wash it. Oh, it's no big deal. We're friends. No, get the fuck out of my face. We're not friends. We ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. What the hell is that? I'm just supposed to forget? Because you've changed? Because you've gotten better? Because you've had a sudden change of sympathetic heart. What the fuck is that? But again, we're just supposed to forget about it, right? We're supposed to like stop bringing it up. Shit. I mean, you never hear people saying, just stop talking about the Holocaust. Just stop. It's not a big deal. No, because you probably get shot. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to say that. Because then that's a little bit too offensive to Jews or something. Or Jewish people, whatever. It doesn't sit well with me. It really doesn't. That's really the first thing I thought. How the hell is this white fuck supposed to teach me, my black ass, about black civil rights? How the hell are you supposed to do that, you white fuck? Yeah, man, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I'm going to stop repeating it because I've said it about like so many times. But I really don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. They're teaching us about the same standard shit anyway, you know. MLK, Rosa Parks, and shit. Separate but equal, and you know how blacks, they try to do sit-ins and marches and they were beaten down. But of course, it's non-violence shit. You know, it's like when someone's hitting you, you don't move, you don't get out the way. Because it's like, oh, non-violence. That's like basically the only view we're shown. I hope that next time, because I guess we're supposed to have like an extension, like a part 2 of the notes that we've done today. I hope next time they touch on Malcolm X and, damn, what are they called? The Black Panthers and everything like that. Like, where you actually have resistant people, because it doesn't fucking make any sense. Like, someone's hitting you, right? And you just stand there and you just let them hit you? No, but see, then why is it okay? Why is it okay for us to do it? You know what I'm saying? Why is it okay, like, for blacks to do that? Why? Why is that the only thing we're taught about us? Like, we're pushovers. We're getting hit, we're getting beat, and we're just supposed to stand there and fucking take it. And it's supposed to be cool. That is, like, the only part of our history, really, that is mainly taught in these, public schools, really. Are we really only that good to just stand there and get beat? Because I don't know about you, but my mom, it could be your aunt, your grandma, your uncle, your Uncle Jesse, Uncle Bucky, your dad, your granddad, whatever, who may have taught you. But if someone hits you, you hit them back. You don't stand there and take it, and you certainly don't let them put their hands on you again. You stand up and you show them, no, you don't do this to me. So why the hell, what I'm saying? Why the hell with blacks is like, that's seemingly like that's all we were good for. No, I used to have that ideology of like peaceful nonviolence and everything like that. Because I really got into him, okay. I really admired him for that. I thought, wow, now that's a different, like, casing of strength. I never would have thought of that. Like, it is really strong ideology. MLK and everything like that. But then I woke up, you see? And I realized how wrong that was. And even MLK himself started to wake up. And that's why he himself said, like, his very last words were known to be, before he died, because he was shot. Like many other of, other black role models and leaders, they're shot, you know what I'm saying? They got shot or whatever. He said, I fear I just brought my people into a burning house. I tried to get my people into this house, and it was already starting to come down. Those aren't the exact, that's not the exact quote, but, yeah, man. That shit's real. It's funny. It's a shame, actually, like, he realized, but it's a little too late, because, like I said, he'd already, like, been shot, but he finally realized that he had actually done the opposite of what would help us in the long run, trying to be friends with the white people, trying to extend ourselves to the white people. Fuck them. They're not doing shit for us. Really. Still haven't given us our reparations from taking from us. From taking us from over here, moving us over there. You know what I'm saying? No, they still haven't done that shit. But again, we're just supposed to take it, right? And even worse, they keep us from our history. They block us out from our actual history. And most blacks, they don't even know about it. I had to find this shit out from somewhere else. Thank God for Ghazi, because he's really opened my eyes. Ghazi, Kodzo? Kodzo. Yeah, on YouTube. Look him up. He's great. Especially that video, I'm anti-Semitic. That is really, really great. Yeah. It's been great, but my phone's gonna die. That's all I have, alright? I'm it. This is it, like, for right now, but yeah, man, this is the shit that's really pissing me off, and it's been hard. Again, having to sit there in that class and act like things are cool and things are fine. It's hard to breathe. Like, really, I was having trouble breathing, like, listening to that crap and just having to sit there and be a good old boy. Whatever, again, for the white man, you know what I'm saying? Can't stand up, can't do anything, gotta be a good old boy. All that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's all I have. That's all I have.